Okay, hello everyone. This is Zach here. Right, like to do a quick sound check, please. Hopefully, my sound and screen is okay. Right, so if my sound and screen is okay, right, please help me to click one buttons, right, and we're gonna start right now. Okay, so today we're gonna continue from the section that we discussed yesterday, which is about the rubber glove stocks. So today again we see actually a continuation of trend, okay, which is very nice. Well, good or bets, okay, when this happened, okay, first of all, sometimes, yes, I do miss certain trades, okay, like I think yesterday in the live Facebook, I do talk about Hartalega. I really wanted to enter Hartalega, but somehow miss the entry, okay. I just parked slightly a little bit low, okay, too bad, okay. But yes, managed to get Toggler, okay, successfully break and close very nicely. So yes, OTUT is powerful, okay, if you know how to use it correctly, okay. So hello, John, thank you for joining me. Yes, I think just now John got some stocks for me to look into. Make sure you remind me later on. So yes, Nick, hello, thank you for joining me, Nick. Good evening, Coach Zach. This is Amir, right? So once again, thank you, Amir, for joining me. Well, as always, right? So a quick disclaimer over here. Just want to let this section here just purely sharing section. I just want to share with you what my opinion on the stock based on one spread analysis. I'm not doing any buy call. So if you want to do any trades based on our discussion over here, make sure you got your own trading plan, right? So now let's start with the Taiko first. Okay, we start with the Toggler first. Okay, I think everyone's looking into it as well. Now, I think yesterday, like I said, right, well, I'm not trying to say that Toggler having a very strong momentum. Again, I don't know how to define strong momentum. Of course, a lot of people still expecting them to go back to here. Or maybe I don't know, just go back to somewhere around here lah. So I think it's slightly still a bit far. A bit. I know I cannot say impossible. Stock market sometimes is crazy, but I still think that is not really can realistic at the moment. Okay, for Toggle to go back to the level, but based on volume, if you really look closely on the volume, I think they are in accumulations already, okay, based on the weekly chart, okay. Now, again, this is again just my suggestions, right? If let's say some of you entered glove previously at the top here, at the top here, or the top here, and you still think that yes, I no problem, okay, I can hold 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, I can wait for another COVID to come, okay. So yeah, I think this is the range that probably you want to look into. Okay, I mean, if you plan to average down and you don't mind to hold 5 year, 10 years down the road. Okay, so for me, as always, I like to use this opportunity to do some short-term trading, because this definitely provides us a very good range, okay, to trade. Now, if you look into this green pentagon until now over here, the closing until today, 50%, okay, almost 50%, okay, 48 to 47% at the moment. Okay, this is the gain, all right. So yes, which I think that in between, if let's say I want to get 10%, 50%, I think still possible, okay, to do so. So I was aiming a quick trades, pullback trades. That's it. Okay. Now this is again the overview of the glove chart. Okay, by looking into weekly chart. I know just now I was talking to Jimmy just now. He is looking into the monthly chart. Okay, I think it's not it's okay as well, right? If you're looking into makes sense as well. Okay, because after I think of it, sometimes what happens is like KRSC, when sideways, really sideways, okay, they can last for a few months, and some sectors can be didn't move at all for past 1 year or maybe 2 years, something like that. Okay, I think monthly chart, yes, definitely help us to look into where is the right time, okay, to look for the potential pullback areas. Then we look for weekly and daily for the execution part. Okay, but unfortunately for monthly, they are still like pretty bottom over here, but again, volume is increasing over this two area here. So which I think that this area here probably will form a very nice support, okay, at this level here. Okay, now yesterday we do talk about one strategy, okay, from one spread analysis, which is UT. Okay, so UT, again, depending how you use it, okay, some says that, oh, I saw UT is a bit scary and scared, right? Because it's our weaknesses, okay? Whenever you see UT, you see distribution, okay? But if let's say the UT appeared at a certain location, and if let's say the volume is not that heavy or high, you can use it as a sign of strength. Okay, now in other words, is that you are turning weaknesses into strength signal. Okay, I know this is a bit confusing, but yes, this do happen in the market. Okay, which means what I'm trying to say is that, you know, probably in this case over here, just imagine this. Okay, there are two group of smart money. Okay, probably two group of buyer. Okay, one group of buyer, they are looking for short-term profits. One group of buyer, they are looking for slightly long-term, which is they want to break and get the 50, 60, 100%. Okay. So the short-term one, probably once they hit certain level, or maybe they hit certain so-called, you know, percentage, okay, can put it this way, they will take profits. Okay. And the second group will support this. Sorry, which means they will still try to support the price, okay, not to support the first group. Okay, so whenever this happens, normally you will see OTUT. Okay, now is this make sense? If yes, type A for me. All right, if let's say this is confusing, type a B for me. Okay, let me know. Okay, is this confusing or is this clear? Okay, so that's why some weaknesses, some strength, every time when you see, when you read it, okay, first of all, you need to look into the market stages. Okay, so that's why whenever I do courses, every time I do training, I focus on market stages. Okay, because when you're able to identify market stages, you know, you can read it more easier. Okay, so thank you, John. Okay, so I got 20 old people with me right now. Only John. Okay, only John. How about the rest? Okay, let me know. If let's say this is confusing, just let me know. Okay, now let's say especially for members, certain things that you think that I didn't do very well, even I explained, you know, it's still confused, let me know. Okay, so that, you know, probably I can give you more example in the upcoming weekly training, that I can provide you more case study. Okay, but of course within VSA range. Okay, I'm not sure whether Mayfeng is here or not. Okay, if let's say Mayfeng here, can you type A for me, please? Because I think Mayfeng also asked me what is volume profile. Now, volume profile actually is not under trade risk and VSA. Okay, of course, Sifufu use it to determine the pullback areas, but I'll try my best, okay, to cover in the upcoming weekly training. Okay, now let's go back to VSA over here. Okay, let's say UT, okay, is a sell weakness. Usually you see it, you will notice that there will be a temporary resistance, or probably normally you see resistance area, like for example, a one tag. Okay, super big UT. Okay, every time when you touch, you know, they'll slam down the support. Okay, but now it seems like they are trying very hard to push again. So here we will see some beauty over this area, resistance. But if the next subsequent candles they didn't confirm beauty, which means the buyer is still there. Okay, so probably like I say, maybe the first group already thought that, oh yeah, is good profit. Okay, I got 5 days going up already. I'm happy with the profit, I take. Okay, so but probably the public, for those who is trading, you know, T+3, T+8, probably they are taking profit as well. Okay, but the big player are still inside. Okay, so again, this is the sign type of signal that, you know, you actually try to send it to you. Okay, short seller will start to dump. Okay, short seller will start to dump. Okay, let's see later on in more details. Okay, so now here we got another one. Okay, and here we got another one. Okay, now of course, the one thing you need to look into is that, you know, when the bar start to hits this red line over here, okay, sometimes yes, you might experience some pullbacks coming in. Now today is it up around 5%? I think it's still fine. Okay, but you know, if let's say it hits this red color line over here, market stages, to more or less it goes up. My advice is that probably you want to wait for the next potential pullback. Okay, now the break over here, volume is still not so great yet. Okay, so I think, you know, probably it will still have some pullback, okay, coming in soon. Okay, so today is already Thursday. Tomorrow or maybe next week, okay, we might see some pullback. Okay, because the volume, yes, it's increasing, but it's not the highest volume yet. Okay, it's not a big volume yet. All right, you understand this? So now the next thing, okay, of course, if let's say you are more short-term one, okay, if you are looking for a quick profit one, so you can look into the hourly chart. You can look for the area of low volume, okay, or maybe a calm area. Okay, now this is the one that I actually will cover more in more details in my upcoming course, which is on June. Okay, trading in a calm water. This is what I mean. Okay, now usually I like this. Okay, like for example, counter like APB. Okay, I think if let's say you're from GM groups, okay, yeah, I think Dr. Strang also, Dr. Derek, okay, also share a lot on this. So I use the method. Okay, I use hourly chart. I look into area of very quiet one. Okay, of course, certain chart patterns need to fulfill. That's where that you know that the seller is getting reducing. We look for an entry. Okay, so sometimes it can happen hourly chart. Sometimes it can happen in the daily chart. Okay, so overall, I think yes, stock growth is still healthy. Okay, volume is not that the best yet. Okay, so I think maybe it will still have some pullback coming in soon. Okay, so it looks like still fighting over. Okay, near the closest resistance here. Okay, but no weaknesses. Okay, no weaknesses. Okay, so what my plan is. Okay, what is my plan right now is that let's say tomorrow. Okay, I don't know. It make a small pullback here. Volume low. 4 p.m. Probably I will see how. Okay, probably if let's say things is okay, I will look for another opportunity to look for entry again. Okay, Glove always break down at double top. Okay, this is probably double top but again, I would like to look into the type of so-called the strength and weaknesses. Okay, now for example like this of course whenever there's resistance there will be they will go back to support but sometimes we need to see whether the overall smart money are still keen or not. Okay, so for example like here Avantech is a very good example one. Okay, so here lots of UT, right? Lots of some weaknesses, and if you notice also this UT come with high volume. Okay, so this one they try to challenge but can drop below the support again. Now they are trying around. Okay, so now this round I don't see any weaknesses, which is pretty good for me, but I hope that you got a chance to drop back to around 44 or 45 area, okay, for me to enter with slightly a bit less risky. Okay, so now there's quick one for Hata. Let's quick one for Toggle. Let's look into Hata. Hata still is the strongest one, like I say. Well, I queue at 228. Too bad today only hits 32. Slightly a bit far. Okay, for my queue, and today just break. Okay, 13%. Okay, so well, it already hits my resistance that we mentioned yesterday. Okay, which is around this area over here. Okay, and this range, so this range. Okay, so this is a good range for you to monitor for resistance. Today already break. Okay, so probably again pay attention if let's say they will start to range around this area. Okay, maybe tomorrow it will still continue to challenge here and turns a UT. Okay, so this is where you want to see the price move nicely in this close range. Okay, probably it will still sideways, make a pullback. Then this is where that probably I want to look for my chance again. Okay, if not, I'm just happy with my top graph at the moment. Okay, now let's into Supermax. Okay, Supermax also finally crossed this UT. Volume is good. Okay, so looks like there are still a strong interest. Okay, after some drama. Okay, in Supermax here. Okay, now few things. Okay, few things. If you are attending the courses the other day, the power VSA course. Okay, remember we talked about the volume. Okay, so this is a nice volume. Today, also nice volume, breaking above. Yes, overtaking the UT, even though after a week, but I still think this is a valid OT-UT. Okay, and of course, trying to go back to the high volume areas as well. Okay, so likely, I think they will cross, okay, this resistance here. Okay, again, just my opinion. Okay, not a bad call, right? So, okay, any questions regarding Glove? I think mostly it's the same if you look into Kosa, I think it's almost the same too. Mostly today come with a strong bar. Okay, Hata is the strongest one. Okay, so this Kosa also still following. K plus is a bit quiet overall. Okay, so that's why I actually since I missed Hata, I actually go into looking into K plus. Okay, but K plus, Let's looks like now got a UT again output chart. Okay, so probably going to monitor closely tomorrow as well. Okay, okay, now if let's say you didn't have any questions, probably I just go for other counters. Okay, let me know if you got other counters for me to look into, so we can study together. Okay, so first of all, let's do into WCEHB. Okay, again, this is from one of our members. Okay, John. Okay, saying that yes, there is a NS. Okay. Nice NS, okay, nice NS, okay, but one thing, John, I kind of worry about this bar here, okay, this down bar high volume. Usually I see this bar a bit takut one, okay. Now, either is that they will make a distribution later on, okay, if not, it will make a big range of like a sideways range, okay, because this is representing there is a selling, okay, in this area over here, okay. Now, if let's say for me, what I do is that probably I'll wait for few more candles, okay, to ensure that they are not trying to break below this NS. Then from there I will look for my potential entry. Okay, now the other one I think is SEAL. You are looking to SEAL, right? But you mentioned that the 4-hour chart. Okay, so now SEAL, one thing I learned into SEAL is that one thing is very interesting is that there is a COB patterns. Okay, so usually COB patterns high chance got a pump and dump kind of stuff, which means they still can push. Okay, healthy volume. So what I'm trying to say is that they are doing a nice pullback. Okay, overall the volume is pretty low. Okay, when they try to go into the support back again. So let's look into 4-hour chart here. Okay, nice NS. Okay, I think this is a good one. Okay, so this you can use this NS for your potential support trades. Okay, I think slowly they are forming a COC too. Okay, if you want to, okay, now if you want to ensure that the pullback is complete, I think VF will help from Sifufu. If not, what I do is that like glove. Okay, remember yesterday we talked about glove. Why I interested in glove again? Because last week I think on 9th of May, right? They got a high volume up. Okay, here got one, but not high enough. Okay, here got one, but not high enough. Okay, so probably want to check here. Probably sometime it will drop again, right? The one bar that appeared, okay, is the one that it tells you that the pullback completion is almost there already. Okay, so John said, yeah, I thought so. Okay, monitor to hold NS area or not. Okay, now I may say, okay, Genetic and Hexstar. Okay, sure, I'll look into it. Okay, now recently also got a few nice NS. Okay, but again, overall market is slightly a bit soft. If you don't want to, yes, you can avoid do trading. Okay, like I think today also I talked with a member as well. She told me that this month didn't make any money, cannot cover for trade VSA fees, okay, something like that. Okay, now yes, I do agree. Okay, but one thing you have to remember is that in trading or in stock market, right? Not every month we can make money. Okay, again, we are really depends on the market, because KSC market we can only go for long. Okay, but we do it this way. Okay, like for example, we got 12 months, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 12 months, right? So some months we make more. Okay, probably like 10%. Okay, we can make more. Okay, yes, sometimes we lost. Okay, maybe negative 3%. Sometimes yes, we can make it back 5%. Okay, positive 5%. Sometimes we can get a big one, like for example, early this year. Okay, the trend is not bad. Okay, we can make a little bit more. Like this month is a bit slow. Okay, probably we have some losses. Okay, negative 4 or 5%. Okay, so well, we wait for the trend. Okay, yeah, sometimes the bull market can last for 2 months. Okay, so we don't want to rush ourselves to enter. Okay, we wait for the big trend that only we trade. Okay, so that we can get profits, okay, in the end of a year of trading. Okay, so right, welcome John. Let's see. Okay, the other one is that this counter. Okay, Solar Best. Okay, today pops 5%. Okay, again, I still haven't entered. Okay, like I said, I missed this opportunity, the first NS. I was looking into it, but market is boring. Actually, I also forgot. Okay, Solar Best, because I don't know, it's really quiet. I just forgot totally. But after that, show an NS. I think this week we will close with a very strong NS. Today go up further with 5%. Well, let's see. I'll continue to wait until next week for me to look for a nice entry here. Okay, let's check out monthly. Okay, yeah, because this is a IPO on 201, so we don't have any much data. Okay, using money chart. Okay, so For those looking for slightly a bit long term, okay, I think yes, strong NS at the bottom. Okay, and this bar itself is already 13 to almost 14%. Okay, so I was looking into this area here. Okay, so again, this is weekly chart, so you need to hold for probably months. Okay, now let's look into some counter like Genetech. Okay, this is for let me know any counters for me to look into. Okay, probably can study together. All right, wow, this is like a very long reaccumulation. Okay, weekly chart. Okay, we start with weekly chart. Okay, turns back to green pentagon. Okay, now let's look into monthly chart. Whoa, okay. So monthly chart looks like a big pullback. Okay, so well, I think long-term wise, no issue. Okay, if you can hold type. Okay, but I think I'm more into like trading type, right? Okay, so if let's say more trading type, a bit similar to VCP. So let's look into daily again. Yeah, I think it looks like forming like a VCP. I think overall this is a very strong reaccumulation. Okay, it's a very strong reaccumulation, but just that this type need to hold for few months. Okay, kind of like similar like Signature. Okay, I think Signature, sorry. Signature. Okay, Signature faster a bit. Okay, but here notice here NS. So this is the one that I kind of get me excited also, right? Oh, NS already coming. Okay, I thought it's going to break, but sideways for 2 months. Then only they start to break up. Okay, here. Okay, so I think Genetech longer. Okay, but no doubt I think the reaccumulation is very strong. Okay, the reaccumulation is very strong. Okay, now let's go into Hexstar. Okay. Ini bar I tak suka lah. So here, okay, wow, plenty of I hope I get the right Hexstar. So here, lots of UT, okay, south bar high volume, and here got another bar. Okay, so this kind of gap up and close lower bar usually I not so fancy one. I don't really like it one. So okay, weekly chart. Weekly chart, I think better wait for the confirmation on spring. Okay, confirmation on spring. Okay, because if not, still a bit risky. Afraid that will still continue to go lower because of the potential inverse pullback. Okay. Let's try. I think okay, let's into SciPark. Okay, and YTL. Okay, so let's into SciPark first. I think today the solar counter slowly going up, right? So okay, now SciPark NS. Okay, so we now this is the one that I look into. Okay, like I think just now, John, there's one counter I can recall. SEAL, right? SEAL in 4-hour chart. Okay, because SEAL actually is very far away from 2040. So I think, if let's say got this bar appear, it would be nice. Okay, so you see this counters. Okay, sorry, this bar here. Okay, this bar is actually pretty good. Okay, I think previously I also talked with Nick also about SciPark. Okay, so this is the time that I joined this range here. Okay, so if I just extend exactly over here, we do see a nice upswing. Okay, and all actually come from this candle with high volume. Okay, so this candle high volume, at least it will like probably a temporary support. Okay, at least you got something to look into. Okay, so looks like upswing is appearing over here. Today got NS. Okay, even though it's not the best NS, okay, because it's slightly on the weaker side, over the trend is not so great yet. Okay, but hopefully it will be like Signature. Okay, slowly it will do a range trading before break. Okay, so if you want to look into SciPark, line change NS as a support. Okay, line change NS as a support. Okay, so okay, now let's look into YTL. I think YTL is already move up, right? Okay, wow, another risky trade. So sorry, Nick always give me something exciting, okay, in the market one. Okay, so this one, yes, very far already, Nick, hitting the rate of this market stages. Okay, so one thing I will look into is that look into the hourly chart. Okay, so probably if you want to do this, okay, kind of similar as well. You use the 20 MA, they're slowly going into hourly chart. Okay, go into the 20 MA, got sign of strength, then they'll be nice. Okay, All right, so temporary no weaknesses, okay, but again, careful like PJ Bumi, yeah. Okay, careful like PJ Bumi, yeah. So I think PJ Bumi today got a big yeah, I think today is limit down. Okay, so this candle here, sometimes you need to be careful. Okay, let's look into our chart. Okay, so some high volume. Okay, so here looks like okay, but you know, when sell off came and volume is increasing, you know, sometimes you need to like watch out already. Okay, so here, okay, if I remove this candle, okay, so especially when the down bar, okay, SO bar, red Pentagon's bar, high volume and is higher than, you know, the previous few so-called the green bar. So again, this is a sign that probably some selling, okay, might be happening in the markets. Okay, so all right, well, hopefully I covered everything. Okay, welcome John. Okay, welcome Amir. So well, any questions for me, or you want me to go into some screener? Okay, you want me to go into some screener? Okay, let me know if you got any questions. Okay, so hopefully the gloves still will have some momentums. Okay, tomorrow. The other one I think Sifufu also alerts, right? The plantation counters. Okay, so I think that Jatiasa, okay, Jatiasa having a nice NS. Okay, today I try lower also tak dapat. Okay, so this problem become too stingy. Probably tomorrow I'm gonna try again. Okay, I think the NS is quite nice overall. Okay, so let's say I look into weekly chart, turns to green pentagons. Okay, from here to current price, okay, 14%. Okay, it's not that bad. Okay, I think KLK also show a very nice weekly chart. Okay, KLK as well. So for those who looking for long-term one, okay, I always like to advise the members, okay, use the weekly green pentagon. Okay, I think it's pretty good and useful. Okay, let's see. K plus still okay to hold. Okay. I think okay lah, Suki, if you ask me. Okay, but last trading hour come with UT. Yeah, actually I'll be scared also because I just entered actually today as well for K plus because I missed Hata. I only got top glove. So I'll be FOMO actually. So I just enter K plus. Okay, but luckily my entry is still okay lah. Current price 325. Okay, not I luckily didn't choose the top here. But closing with UT, I think tomorrow will drop back to 3-1 area over here. Okay, but again, need to watch out very carefully. Okay, hopefully tomorrow gloves still got a little bit of momentum. Okay, I also stingy miss up many flat up trades. Okay, yeah. But okay, good or bad lah, right? Sometimes we avoid those bad trades, you know. But sometimes yes, we miss out all the good trades. Okay, so yes, that's why sometimes need to adjust a bit lah. So okay, let's look into Armada, right? Armada and oh yeah, next say KLC Green Pentagon lagi. Okay, let's check for today. Okay, Bumi Armada turns back to green pentagons. Okay, this is like a reaccumulation as well. I think Usma also doing pretty nice overall. Okay, now green pentagons volume is not that great yet. Okay, so I think it's probably we will still see a range trading. Okay, somewhere in between over here. Okay, but no doubt the reaccumulation is good. All right. So okay, let's go to dashboard. Probably I do a quick one. Okay, on the screener part. Okay, before we end our section here. Oh yeah, KSC also a bit pening lah. Green, red. Okay, nowadays it's a bit susah lah. But you know, there's this life, okay, as a trader. Okay, sometimes we have to accept that. Okay, now but overall I think still okay because they are trying very hard to stay above the 2040s. Okay, and yes, the green pentagon is back crossing over this red pentagon. Okay, so hopefully we'll see something, you know, at least try to break the 143 something and then the next one will be 1500. Okay, right, so let's focus the screener. We go to okay, I go to NS Railway. Okay, WC, I think just now John already mentioned to me. I think Tech Cycle just now we also discussed. I like Tech Cycle. Okay, actually, Way and yes, Saipa also got this NS. Okay, now Tech Cycle I think not bad. Okay, going to Tech Cycle. Okay, strong reaccumulation, loss of NS 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, almost in the same range. Okay, so over here as well, you notice that they are actually doing a reaccumulation with a kind of like a shakeout here. Okay, so we got like 1 shakeout, 2 shakeout. Okay, so nice NS in between. Okay, so but this one also need to wait. Volume is not that strong yet. Okay, volume is not as strong yet, but it's a nice kind of like a reaccumulation type of stocks. Okay, at the moment. Okay, any other counters, or probably we go for Green Pentagon? Okay, Hume Industry. Okay, make a nice movement. Togler, Perdana. Okay, Perdana, Kosan Armada, PRG. Oh, PRG. Previously is seafood food stocks. Okay. Not bad. Okay, I think not bad. Okay, I think not bad. But still we lost one. You need to plan out. So nice line change. A small gap. Okay, a small gap. Then we have a shakeout. Okay, they try to break but can't pull back. Okay, overall the pullback is low volume, and today Green Pentagon is back. Okay, volumes not that high, but I think because they are still above the support level, increasing slightly, which is I think is good enough for me. Right, so let's look into my trading plan. Okay, 2 against 1, I think not that bad overall. Okay, which is good, I think. Now support slightly a bit far, because usually I'm looking for a risk of 8%, but this is 9%. Okay, so to my R1, okay, is almost 20%. So yes, fantastic for me. Right, so the next thing what I do, okay, go back to my trading view. Okay, I'm sorry, a bit slow over here. Okay, a bit slow. Okay, sorry about that. My laptop just a bit slow recently. Okay, yeah, thanks God. So okay, now current price 210. I'm looking at 205 or maybe 220 cents. Okay, to lower down my 9% risk. Okay, so if I can get this, hopefully I'm getting around 8 to 7% of risk. Okay, so this is usually how I do it. Okay, yeah, stingy in other words. Okay, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so let's go back to my dashboard over here. I'd like to see any information. Okay, lots of buy time between. Okay, lots of selling over here. Okay, but it's okay. Let's see. Got chance or not to look for some low risk entry. Okay, Uzma. Okay, but yeah, Uzma got UT lah. Okay, now you all know what's the plan, right? So Uzma got UT. Okay, so tomorrow watch out lah. Got OTUT or not? Okay, tomorrow watch out got OTUT or not? Okay. PIE. Okay, Penta. Okay. Synergy. Synergy macam datang balik. I like how they actually break the red pentagons. Okay, so let's try Synergy. Synergy. Okay, sorry. Well, side range, side way over here. Reaccumulation. Okay, now there's a problems. Big UT. Okay, big UT. Okay, big UT. Yeah. Okay, big UT, but the recent one, okay, this is kind of similar like Awantec lah. Awantec also got big UT. Go back to support, wash, try again, but here likely no UT. So I think the next one got chance. Okay, the next one got chance. Okay, volume is not that great yet lah. So hopefully we'll see some volume coming back. Okay, very very soon. Okay, all right. I think currently at 11th already. Okay, now I got some question for Ahmed Seng Heng, coach. Good sentiment. Panas dalam rumah, buy new or upgrade aircon. Yeah. But all this panas thing is temporarily lah. But okay, never mind. Let's see lah. Anyway, we follow chart, right? Sometimes smart money will do apa cerita mereka pun boleh pakai lah to push the stock up lah. Okay, now one thing I can notice is that high volume here, but it's a bit tricky lah this chart because okay, let me just hide the IPO volume so I can see better. Okay, now this chart is a bit tricky because even though previously we got high volume here, but the price still dropped. Okay, now we got another high volume over here. Okay, I think if you want to trade on temporary rebar, I think yes, possible. Okay, but because this volume and this volume is a bit equal. Okay, I think it's equal. So I don't think this volume is a right volume to change the trend. Okay, but maybe we'll see like a temporary like a rebound. Okay, probably is possible. Okay, so short-term trade I think is still good. Okay, probably can watch out. Okay, for Seng Heng. All right, so I think with this, I will end my section here today. So once again, thank you for joining me. Okay, hopefully, this section here can provide you at least a little bit of value, information about, chartings, volume spread analysis. Okay, so if you got any questions, don't worry, just let me know. Especially for members, I really welcome questions. Any things that I can help, I will try my best to do it. Okay, over the weekly member training. Okay, with this, thank you, and I'll see you again in the next section.